And welcome to the first Fluro Friday. My name's Cade, and I think we have about 6 or 7 people watching right now. If you're watching on Fluro TV, if you want to ask questions or comments or follow along, if you sign in, just sign up or sign in the top right. You'll have to create a Fluro TV account. It'll take you 2 or 3 seconds. Just fill in a password and then sign in, and then you'll be able to comment underneath this video. And yeah, bit of housekeeping things. This is Fluro Fridays. Today we're going to be talking about how you can use forms and mailouts really easily from the admin panel. This webinar recording will be emailed to everybody who has come or registered. Like, we can record it and provide it to you if you want to watch it again later, or if you want to give it to the rest of your team. And if you have to leave early, maybe just say goodbye on the comments so we know that you're leaving and know that you were here. Yeah, that's a bit of the housekeeping out of the way, but I'll start with what we're going to talk about today. So a lot of churches that we've worked with, the problem that that they've expressed to us is that it's very difficult when you have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different systems where you store your contact database, where you got people's information, addresses, and other information. A lot of our churches have come from systems where they've had details about banking in one area, details about where people live in another area, and then they use services like MailChimp to send emails. They use other systems to do reporting, and it can get to be a bit of a nightmare. We had one client that just recently merged 3 or 4 different systems databases together, and there was just incomplete data. It was really difficult for them to try and figure out whose information was the most up-to-date and which address was the correct one. So that's a problem that a lot of people have and a lot of people have expressed to us. And it really ends up meaning that your information's scattered, it's incomplete, and it's incorrect, and it's not really easy to contact the people that you need to contact. So what's the solution? We're constantly working on ways to make things like this easier. We believe that it should be really easy for you to contact the people that you need to contact and get them to fill in information and register and all that kind of stuff. So our solution for this is we've made a quick link feature so that you can share any form that you create in Fluro with just a click, as well as you can paste it into mailouts and send it out to people that you want to see the form. So I'm just going to switch to share my screen, and I'm just in the admin panel in a Fluro demo account. And I'm going to show you first off just the quick link feature. So on the left-hand side, I'm just going to click definitions and then forms. And you'll see that we've got a simple paid registration form up here. And now on the right-hand side, we've got a button that says share link. So this pops up if your form is set to public. So you can do that in the form, go to configuration, and just change the security to public. All of our forms for interactions default to public now, so it just makes things a little bit easier. But just make sure if you're trying to share an old form and you don't see that share link, just change it to public first. And you can also do that by like selecting all your forms and then moving them all to public somehow. Maybe not on this view. So I'm going to click the share link on the right-hand side. If I click that, it's going to pop up with a window with a little short URL. So I can either select and copy that, or I can just click copy, and that'll copy to my clipboard. And then I can open up a new tab, paste that in, and that will take me to a pre-built forms page with, you can see I've got an image and some other information, and I've got the form here. So in the form, there's a tab called form information where you can update what the title says. You can pick an image, add a description. You can also add your payment gateway, and you can add a customized thank you message. So when you create your form, you just copy that link and paste it in a browser, and you can see there's your form. So you can use this to paste into social media. So if you opened up Facebook, you could paste it directly in to your feed and say, hey, I want to share this form. That will grab a preview of your image and your form, and we'll just wait a second for that to get there. But basically you can just share a real simple short URL that will that people can click on and then register and fill in your form. As well as that, a really handy feature is to do what we call mailouts on the left-hand side. If you click mailouts, we can create a new mailout. I've got one there, sending a test mailout. We can either create a new one, or we can say, go into our contacts database and find the people that we want to send a mail out to. And then we can click send mail out, and we'll just write, this is an exciting opportunity for you. You can type in a title, type in who it's coming from, choose an image for our mail out. I'll just pick this photo, and we can write a body. Hi, we have an awesome registration opportunity for you, and I can just paste in that short link there and click create, and that'll give me a little preview of what the email is going to look like. And then I can go to send and publish and click send, and that will actually send to my mobile phone. So we'll just open up mail here. We'll switch to here. I'll be getting an email shortly. I'm in the wrong account. There we go. We'll grab this one. There's the ding. And here's the email. So you can see there it's mobile, it's responsive. And on the phone, if I tap the link, the short link here, if my finger was a little bit less large, we can go to the form page, and this page is responsive as well, so people can literally just start filling in the details. They can even make payments from here and fill in the form, fill in their credit cards. So you can do paid registrations, you can do donations, you could send an email out asking for people to donate to a specific missions or outreach opportunity. And that's as easy as it is. And then on the right hand side, you can also get all the details about who has opened it and who clicked the link. So you can see that I clicked it and opened it, and you got all of that detail as well. So that's a really simple way of sharing your forms and getting people's information. And then once they fill in that information, just on my phone, I'll just fill out the information here. So we'll switch back to here. I'll fill in my name, and my name being Cade, auto completes to cafe. You'll have to bear with me for just a moment as I remember how to use my phone. It's a bit difficult with a broken screen. If anyone wants to donate a phone to me, feel free. I'm just going to fill in my form. I'll put in a credit card This is just test credit card, so don't have a heart attack that I'm live streaming this. And we'll put in an expiry date. And submit. And this should send through our form, and it gives us our little customized thank you message there as well. And I'll switch back to the admin panel, and if I click me, you'll be able to see not only did I click and open the mail out, I've got all of my history, but I also submitted the registration and I paid $30. And I can get all of those details and everything that I clicked, all the terms and conditions that I clicked, and that's all tied together with my contact as well. And that is, at its simplest, how we can share our forms. So if you guys have any questions or comments, just fill them in. We've got Julia saying that she can try it out right now. That's really cool. It's awesome the age we live in that we can do these things and it's literally just live. Like you don't have to wait weeks and weeks for even video streaming. So if you guys have any questions about mailouts or forms, there's one other feature that I might share with you, which if you do add a form to an event, so if we create an event on the, I'm not sure if that's the 5th or 6th tab, but there's a tab called registrations. If we click that, you can actually add your forms specifically to an event, and if that event has a form attached, you can get a share link for the event as well. So if I get the share link for the event and copy that, and we paste to Facebook or we paste it directly into our browser, then we'll actually get not just a landing page for the form, but we'll get all of the information of the event, the date and the time and the location, directions there, and the registration form. So that way you can just get a really simple, quick share link for your events as well, which is, yeah, a pretty cool feature. You don't need to add any permissions or any special configuration for this to work. It should just work straight out of the box, and you can use it whenever you like. So I think there's around about a 10-second delay on this video. If you guys have any questions or things that you might want me to go into further detail about, just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in for the first Fluro Friday. We are planning on doing this every Friday, and if you have features or queries or questions or things that you'd like us to feature in Fluro Fridays, just let us know and we'll add them to the list, and we'll try and make sure that we're helping and sharing the most relevant information on each Friday. Lucy Strawson just asked, does it update contact info if it differs from what's in Fluro? It should also do that. So any information that comes through, if someone adds a new, changes their name, changes their, when you set up the form, you can set up the fields to match certain things. So if we go to contacts, the different fields here, if someone adds another email address, it really depends on your form. You can set up the forms so that they can update, or that they just create a separate contact, or they can just come through as anonymous. So even if someone does fill in information that's different, but you know they're the same person, we also have the option to find duplicates. So you can see here we've got an Alvin who's male and an Alvin who we also don't know the gender of, but we think they're the same person. We can merge those. And there's some tutorials on Fluro TV, just in the Ultimate Admin course, on how you can merge people, but that will merge all of their information and give you all the records that we know about the person, including all of their check-ins, all the interactions and registrations they previously did, any mail-outs that they opened. Just basically all of the history will all merge back together to the contact. In addition to that, any form that someone fills out where it's set to tie to a contact, but they don't exist in your system, it will actually create a new contact in the system, so you can get accurate information coming in straight away. So I think that's all of the questions at the moment. But it looks like we are ready to finish our first Fluro Friday. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next Friday. Catch you later.